Hey guys, it's Sensibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie, and today I'm going to be doing a DIY video to show you guys how I am going to refill my Parfums Des Roses fragrance. This is a discontinued fragrance by Maison Lancome. This was original, and I do have just a little bit left. I absolutely love this fragrance, but it is retailing now for a minimum of $500+ for one of these bottles on the gray market. Obviously, Maison Lancome does not sell it anymore, so I have been searching for this particular scent to refill this bottle for quite some time. Never found it in the perfume oil, but I stumbled across Dupe fragrances, and sure enough, they have it in a straight formula. So if you're looking for this fragrance, even if you ain't got the bottle, pick it up. 33 bucks. That's a killer deal. Usually they go for like 50, 60 bucks. But this one is considered a designer fragrance, so $33. I picked up 3. So my third one just came in the other day. Of course, it's got a different cap. But I am now able to refill this bottle for $99. You can't beat that. First of all, the bottles are stunning. So that's why I kept this for so long. Really didn't want to get rid of it. And I do have 2 other ones that are empty. Put on Tree and Iris Dragas. I think that's how you pronounce it. That I am wanting to refill. So at least I'm getting 1 out of the 3. So I have already taken the neck off and taken the core out of it, which is the sprayer and the atomizer in the neck. So there you go. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to show you how to do it on one of the Dupe fragrances. This was actually really hard to get the neck collar off, so I figured I'm just going to delete that and do it from there. So what do you need to be able to get a non-refillable atomizer and neck collar off? Well, you're going to need a pair of pliers. Preferably if you can find something that has some type of rubber to protect the neck. These particular ones have ridges, so it did leave a couple little dents in the neck collar, but you can't see it, so I didn't think it was hurting anything. But when you do it, you will definitely need a towel, this, and I use these, which are like little scissors that you trim thread with for sewing, long pieces of thread. So that is what you will need. You will also need a plastic atomizer. Yeah, I can't tell you where you can buy these from because the only place I've been able to find them is overseas, and they want you to buy tons. So what I've been doing is I have been holding on to these bottles, and as I go through my perfume bottles get empty, I always check them to see if they're refillable. If it's a fragrance that I'm like, I'm not going to purchase another bottle of it, or I don't want to even purchase it in the perfume oil, it's a 1 bottle wonder and it's got a plastic cap on it, I go ahead and remove all of this part. Not so much the plastic. Sometimes I keep a hold of that too if I need it. But I will gut this part off of it, even keep the neck collar, and just throw the bottle away. Because I don't plan on refilling it. So that is where I get these from. As I go through perfume bottles, if they got plastic atomizers, I gut the bottle, get the core part out of it, and throw the bottle away. Because it comes in handy when I'm ready to refill a bottle like this that was not designed to be refillable. So that is where I got this from. Wish I could tell you where to purchase those from, but nobody wants 1,000, 2,000 of these. Now, I can tell you the size of this. This is a 15 mm. So, I see these on Chanel bottles, Maison Lancome. It looked like it was going to be a bigger one, but in fact, it's a 15 mm. You can tell by how it sits down in there. They have various sizes, like the Dior Privé line. I think they use a 20 mm. I have not been able to find any of those because I do have a big bottle of Le Col Noir that I would love to refill, but I don't have a plastic atomizer for it, so I won't even crack open the bottle. I have Yes, I did order some bigger ones. Has a blunt tip. This is a 30 ml. And you're going to need a funnel, which I'm going to go ahead and set the funnel in there. So I've taken that part off. I have my atomizer here. I made sure the cap that was on this bottle fit this. My syringe, my pliers, this, and a towel. Okay. So now that we got that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. This is the first one I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. Smells so good. Maybe even this one might work on this one. I'd love to have one that sits a little bit taller. We'll see. Nope. See how it doesn't go on? So that cap won't work. Baloney. Okay. You hear it click. That's how you know it fits. Okay. So I'm going to show you. I usually ain't this gentle with duo fragrances, but you're going to gently wiggle it. Hold on to the base of the bottle. Atomizer, or the neck has came off. It got a little bit of denting because I was kind of rough with it. But this one's a gold one, so I'm going to keep a hold of it. So I have this little bag here, guys, that I keep the plastic tubings, perfume cap things. Y'all, sometimes you lose the sprayer cap. I keep them as spares. And I try to match them up if I lose them. So now we have this part and this part. I'm going to go ahead and keep this gold cap too. Throw it in there. You never know when you're going to lose it. Now I'm going to use this. And the way these are designed, let me see if I can get it close to show you. You have this part, this dipping here, and here. We're not going to dig into this part here because it's holding onto the glass bottle. When you go to refill your bottle, you do not want to stick there. I'm going to go up in this part, and I'm going to poke at the sprayer. We're not going to need it anymore. We're going to replace it. So you just dig into it like this. Make you a hole where you can really get in there and start peeling the metal away like a sardine can. Apply some pressure. Sometimes you hear it go tss, because it's in there. And then pull to the side. Never go downward. You're going to either go up or sideways. And you're going to keep peeling that metal away. Now this will take you a few minutes to do. It's not a simple process, unfortunately. But you're going to go completely around the bottle, pulling only the top portion off. Once you get that out and you get this part peeled off, I'll show you how to get the rest of it. You can go back in, make a couple holes. It's easier to do it that way. Going up, over, and you just keep making holes in this part here until you can get some of your metal. I have a piece of the metal up here exposed, so I'm going to grab my pliers and try to roll it back and essentially break it away. There we go. See how it rolls off? Like that. Now, you keep doing that process, peeling it away like I can. Like I said, the Lancôme one is quite difficult to get off. You're going to have little plastic bumpers, things like that, that are in the way. But I'm going to keep peeling it away. Until I get it off of there. I'm twisting it right now just to kind of give me something thicker to grab onto. There we go. That part peeled away. Be very careful you don't cut yourself. This metal doesn't drop on the floor. That's why I'm in my living room doing it on the table. Even with it is now, I wouldn't recommend grabbing a hold of it yet. I gotta be really careful because I think my perfume's starting to leak out. But continue to make holes. I usually wouldn't go this fancy on a bottle, but because I'm not refilling this one, but I'm going to show you how to deal with it. Keep peeling it back. See how I'm going sideways this way with it? Let me see if my cloth will help me have better grip. Keep digging into it sideways, and I promise you this cap will come off. I'm almost done now. Almost there. Okay, now I've got that part off. I'm going to gently grab my pliers. Pretty sure, no, we have one spot over here that's not broken away yet. I could peel it back, but then it starts flinging at you. So let's just go ahead, dig in just a little more, get the rest of it broke away. There we go. So it decided it was going to fold back. You can use your pliers if you want. Hopefully this one will work. So I'm grabbing that piece that's sticking out there. It actually came off. The next step you're going to do is remove the rubber bumper. That's the seal. And we're going to pull out the core. See where the sprayer is, all of that. We want that out of the way. Let's get it out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my syringe, suck all the perfume out of there before I spill it, but then I'm going to show you how to, now you're going to peel it back this way so you don't damage the neck of your bottle, and then you'll be able to put it on there. So let me go ahead and get this in here. Ooh. She's wanting to go back down. Wow. Hang on, maybe turn it a little bit. There we go, yeah. It just wasn't getting much neck room. And I don't need the funnel yet. I'm just going to go ahead and siphon it into my bottle here. I'm really hoping it gets that aged look over time. Get what I can out. Ooh, I like these new syringes. So these are 30 ml syringes. Especially, I got them off of Amazon. They didn't cost that much, like 10 bucks for quite a bit of them. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of it out with this funnel and then show you guys how to take the rest of the neck off. Okay, there we go. So I'm not wasting anything. Okay, so now I'm going to move that over here, move this over here. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I had a piece of the thing fall in there. I'll have to get it out. It's leaking perfume, so. Okay, so now back to this. You can see I have metal that's raised up above the lipping. I'm going to take my pliers, grab that, and roll it back. Try to pull this back as much as possible and peel it off of there. Pull it away. You don't want to too much grab the glass part because you can accidentally break it. Okay, this one has another seal. I'm going to actually use that seal too on my perfume if I don't damage it. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to smell like Parfums de Roses all day long. Okay, peel it back. When you grab it at the neck, you're going to be very gentle, not to pull too hard because you don't want to crack it. Okay, now my seal is exposed. Let's gently take that out. See it? Oop. Here is what it is. Now there is a gap between where the bottle was, the neck, and the metal. gives you a little more room to work with. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll it downward. Keep rolling it back. And there we go. You broke it off without damaging this part. So there you go. This is a pretty bottle, but I don't plan on keeping it, so it will hit the trash. But that is how you do it for that part. It's the same concept. I'm going to go ahead and clean this perfume up that's on my table. Real quick, throw this material away, all the remnants. Move this over here, and then I'll show you guys how to put the cap on after I get the spring out of the bottle. Lovely. So the gut core part, you're just going to throw it in the trash. You don't need it anymore. But the rubber bumper, I'm going to keep, if it has one. Here it is. This little gasket right here is what I like to call it. I will save that and use that. Oh, mine actually has one in there. So I don't need this. So I can throw that in the trash. Alright guys, I will be right back and I will show you how I finish filling the rest of this bottle and then how I put the new cap and atomizer on there. Okay guys, so I am on the last bottle. I officially got it off. And I'm just going to tell you guys, when you do this, be very, very careful. Sorry, my phone was dropping. Because you can stab yourself or cut yourself with this. Be very careful. When you are removing the cap, make as many holes around it. It's going to make it easier to get it off and less likely to jab yourself. When you rush is when you could accidentally seriously hurt yourself. So we don't need that happening. So I'm going to go ahead and decant this last bottle here. Let's see what's going on. Can't get to the air. For the most part, I'm able to get a good portion of it already out. But get as much as I can out of it. I still have my funnel. You can see my bottle is almost full. Go ahead and fill this up. We might actually get a pretty full bottle out of this and not have to add any alcohol. So I'm going to put my funnel back in there. I have a little syringe towel here. I'm going to use that to wipe off. I'm going to go ahead, the rest that's in this bottle, I'm going to set it in that funnel and let it drip out into this. So we have, let me spin this around so you can see just a little bit of the neck. That is where I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol to it, Everclear. And it should dilute it just a minute, but it's only a little bit. So it should still be pretty potent. But I will get a full bottle out of it. Thanks to Dupe for 99 bucks. Okay. And over time, this thing's a beast even for now. And I guarantee these were freshly poured. If you're familiar with Dupe, they usually, you got to spray them a couple times and then allow them time to macerate. Jesus, is this going to be like Holy Grail? Okay, so I have my Everclear out here. Hopefully I don't overfill this, but I'm going to do this very gently. I'm not going to use my syringe just because. Yeah. Tilt that. Pour it just a little bit. And I mean literally just a little bit because it's there. Until I get a full bottle. Almost, guys. Almost. I probably added in, it's not very much. This is the last I'm going to add. There we go. So that's all the alcohol I'm going to add. Because when you add up Dupe's fragrances, they make like 3.3. So, and a 100 ml bottle is 3.4. So I made up that little difference there. I'm done with my syringe. I will, in fact, keep the wood caps from Dupe. They're nice. I didn't keep the other one, the lighter color one, because it said Dupe on top of it. So, Let me go ahead and pull this out, and I'm going to show you guys how we assemble it and officially put it all together. And we should have, I need to rinse those stuff. So this stuff is rinse pile. This can go back in here. That's the old thing. I'm going to go ahead and take the cap off. Sit it down in here. So you can see the atomizer is in there now with the little sprayer. Probably going to try and pop off. Press it back down. Let me see where I want it to go. Get it where I like it. Yeah, I feel like I could trim it some. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. It just seems kind of tight. So let me trim this stem down. If your stem seems like it's a little too long, I'm just going to nip maybe that much off of it. Wasn't too much, but it was, there we go. Okay, when I look in the bottle now, it's straight down, touching the bottom. I want to hit it in like one of the corners when I set it in there. Yeah, so when I get to the very bottom of it, I'm good. So now, let me spin this around so you guys can see it, sorry. Now I'm going to put the neck on and press down. Okay. Ooh, it's not going to be easy, guys. But I'm going to press down as much as I can of it. And then I'm going to get my pliers to do the rest. So I'm going to put a cloth over it. Use my pliers. Where the sprayer nozzle is, I'm going to wiggle it back and forth like this. And she is officially on the bottle. Yep. Let me go ahead and just throw this over it one more time. I'm using the sprayer part that you took the cap to, and all I'm doing is pressing down, making sure that's on there. Let's give this a good wipe down. Okay. Now we have this part sticking out. It is kind of sticking out a little bit higher than the other one. So you see the little gap. I need to see if I got a gold one that will sit on here better. I want to hide that gap if I can. So let me go ahead and go through my caps real quick, look for any gold ones, because I just don't like how that's sitting. Hang on, let me see if this one's a fit. You'll know it's a fit. That one don't fit. Let me see about this one. You'll hear it click. Nope. Oh, I may not have one. But this is trial and error, guys, when it comes to this. And I definitely want a gold cap. That one don't fit. You can just feel it. It doesn't click onto it. Nope. Too big. I may just have to use that one cap. Let's see. Nope. There's another short one, but I don't like that one. I think that's what we had before. Do we have another gold one here? Come on, Mama needs a cap. Oh. Nope. We may not have a... Oh, we might have something here. Let me see if this one will fit. Oh, no, I don't feel like it. No. It won't even let the sprayer go in. And this is pretty much what you do, guys. So, unfortunately, I don't have any more gold caps, so I have to use the, what I like to call the low profile ones. So, there'll just always be a gap. But you can tell it's on there now. So, we're going to go ahead and shake it now. It's not the end of the world. It's the fact that we're getting that scent in there. Okay. Give her a good shake. Let her defoam. And although this was a rather long video, guys, let me wipe off this, make sure there's no... So this is what I ended up with. The cap does not sit fully down in there, but that's because this is a different type of atomizer. Shouldn't hurt anything because the cap here is pretty deep. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this out and make sure. Snaps on there. There you have it, guys. I have just officially refilled my Parfum Des Roses. I am so excited. There you go. 99 bucks. The more it sits, the darker this liquid should get. So, sorry for the long video, guys. It is a long process. But remember, anytime you have perfume bottles that are empty, check and see if they have plastic atomizers. If they do, collect them off and save them in a little bag. That way, if it's a bottle you don't want to refill, you can potentially use that plastic atomizer on another bottle. Also save your neck collars and your spray caps, various different colors, because I like to try and match the bottle, what came with it. If the original can fit on there, great. But as you can see, the original was not working on here because I used a different atomizer. So there you go, guys. That is how I refilled my Maison Lancôme Parfum Des Roses bottle for $100 or $99 from Dupe Fragrances. Remember, when you take the atomizer off and you use something with a sharp point, be slow and watch out because you can get injured or cut. So do not rush it. Be very patient with it. It could take you almost up to 15 minutes to get it off of there, but slow and steady wins the race. So if you have any questions or comments, guys, you know what to do. Put them in the comment section down below. With that said, guys, I'm going to hop off here and enjoy my new freshly filled bottle of Parfum Des Roses. Bye, guys.